Shy773. Thank you so much for checking out my video. For those viewing my video for the first time, I just want to say welcome in. Thank you so much for viewing the video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, I would truly appreciate it. For those that have been here the whole time and all of my new subscribers that are subscribed, thank you so much for your likes, for your comments. They truly do go a long way. I know it's been a little bit of time, but I really wanted to kind of piece this video together because I wanted to buy a whole bunch of different clones. I've noticed that clone houses have really been kind of making a big wave in the market lately because, you know, people can't necessarily afford the expensive fragrances, or even if you're getting fragrances on the gray market, they tend to be a bit pricey. So what I wanted to do was kind of grab some really well-known fragrances from different houses and then see how those smelled. So I'm titling this one Clone Wars. So within the Clone Wars, I found that there are a couple of different houses that I really gravitate to mostly. One of them is the first one that I'm going to talk about, which is Dapper Fragrances. I've been kind of going into Dapper Fragrances a lot more. I used to do a lot of Dua. I used to do a lot of some of the other brands as well, but ultimately I've really found that Dapper has a lot of the more expensive fragrances that I'm looking to kind of test out. And a lot of times with these types of fragrances, I like to do a little bit of testing before I actually go and buy some of these other fragrances. And with clone fragrances, a lot of times they will fix some of the issues that you have with some of the other fragrances that don't last nearly as long. So without further ado, the first fragrance that I'm going to talk about from Dapper Fragrances is going to be Minuit Et Demi. So the way that their bottles are, I just want to kind of go over it. The bottles are really, really nice. The top actually holds it in place, and their sprayers are just amazing. So they have the pressurized sprayers, and this is one of those fragrances that I'm talking about. So this is typically a $400+ fragrance from Fragrance du Bois. You can also get this one, I'd say on the gray market for somewhere in the like 250s range, but 250 to some people can be a lot. And if you were to get this particular fragrance, this is $60 for 50 ml. So I think I would rather test it out, get the 60 ml, get the feels for this fragrance before spending that $250. But this fragrance is so nice. There's a lot of like caramel and soft coffee in this one. It's a little powdery, kind of on the sweet side, so a light gourmand, but a beautiful fragrance. I've actually worn this as well, and I get a better longevity with this than I do. So I have tried this fragrance before. It's a little bit, from Fragrance du Bois, it's a little bit darker and it's a little bit denser. But with this one, this is a little bit airier, light, but lasts a lot longer. So I do get somewhere close to about the 8-hour range. I would say somewhere around the 8 to 10-hour range with this fragrance, where the original, I don't get that. I get somewhere around 6 tops. Really somewhere around 4. I don't know what it is about my skin, but this one is Minuit Et Demi. The next one is going to be one of theirs, which is an exclusive. This one is Summernova. This one is something else. So I really enjoyed this one the second I sprayed it. It's very aquatic. It's very smooth. It almost reminds me of, I would say, it almost reminds me of a couple of other fragrances that I've smelled, but kind of mixed together. So like afternoon swim mixed with kind of an Aventus-y type of vibe is what I'm getting from this one. Very, again, very aquatic, very like, it smells like a lot of ambergris. So if you're into ambergris, I think this one is an excellent fragrance. This is a 30 mil. Their 30 mils go for, I think they're like $35, something like that. But this is perfect for travel, anything that you're trying to do. But again, this one is Summernova. The next one is, this one is Contes de Parfums Dubai. So this fragrance was something that I wanted to purchase. I think this was in like the $200 range for a fragrance, but a buddy of mine actually has this fragrance and he told me to save my money because he said the longevity wasn't there. It's a beautiful fragrance, but again, that longevity is an issue for me. And this one is such a smooth, very sweet caramel type of fragrance. It's not overly sweet, it's not overly caramel, but it's a very seductive in the background type of sweetness. Almost maybe even a little bit of brown sugar. But overall, this one is very smooth. I enjoy this one. This one is something that I'm going to wear a lot more in the summertime. I think it almost has the vibe of like a caramel suntan lotion. I'm a fan of a lot of suntan lotion fragrances, but this again is Contes de Parfums Dubai. The next one is going to be Boadicea the Victorious's Ice Twist. This one is a little funky to me because, not that it's a bad fragrance by no means, but it goes from one direction to another, which is probably where that ice twist comes in. But again, just kind of spraying this one on. It has this kind of unique smell where it almost reminds me of something that's kind of powdery hairspray. When you first smell it, I'm not sure what's up top. I didn't go and look at any of the notes of these, of the originals, because I just wanted to kind of do the video and just tell you my thoughts in general. But this one is a very, very nice fragrance. I think it works well in the spring and summer months. It has like this cooling effect as it gets further into the base and like the mid and the base notes. But overall, this one is a very, very nice fragrance. There's a little bit of greenness to it, so I'm assuming there may be some like florals. It's kind of like a it's like a lotiony floral type of fragrance. And then, like I said, you get a little bit of that green in there. I don't know if there's patchouli. Could be patchouli in here, but again, this one is Boadicea the Victorious's Ice Twist. Some of the other fragrances that I got a couple of other Boadicea the Victorious's from them. So I have Blue Sapphire Supercharged. This one is a beast. It is so strong. So you get that sapphire, that blue sapphire, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit greener in the top notes. So you do get blue sapphire, but I love this one on skin. It's amazing. There's a little bit of, I don't know if it's sage or what, but it has like a lot of green, a lot of medicinalness to it. It's so good. I love this one. Blue Sapphire Supercharged. This one is not a summer fragrance though. This is definitely a winter, fall, like right now for us, it's 20 degrees, it's cold outside, but this one works well. It fights this cold. The other one that I have is Faith. This one is a beautiful, it's not gourmand, but it's sweet. So you get a bit of the sweetness from this one. You also get a bit of, there's like a subtle greenness to it. I don't know if there's like, it's not vetiver, but there is kind of like this nuttiness to it. So it's kind of sweet, little nutty, little green. I like this one a lot. I would wear this one probably all year round. I think it can fight the cold, but it also wears very well in the heat as well. Again, this one is Faith. I also have Krigler. So this one is Palais Monarchie. This one is a beautiful fragrance as well. All of them are beautiful. I mean, shouts out to all of the brands that actually make these fragrances as well. But what this does is it pops my curiosity of what the original smells like. And then ultimately, I usually go out, go smell it. If I like the original more, I'll go get the original. But this one is a little bit on that, it's a cleaner fragrance. It has a bit of this like, I would say expensive soap type of smell to it. If you've smelled any Kriglers before, they smell very smooth. This is a very smooth fragrance as well. Very clean, perfect for the spring and the summertime, and also office appropriate. So again, this one is, I believe, without butchering it, it's a Palais, or probably Palace's Monarchie. And finally, the last three fragrances that I have from them is the Aventus Absolu. I want to buy another bottle of this one just to have, because this smells like the original. I don't know what he's doing over there, but I'm gonna spray it on skin. And this one just, I had a decant of this. I actually had a couple of decants. So I had a 5 ml decant. I used all of that up. I had a 2 ml decant. Used all of that as a tester. And I bought this one, and this 30 ml of this is crazy good. I'm probably gonna get a 50 ml of this one because I don't need to spend that. I think the lowest I've seen the Aventus Absolute was probably somewhere around the $300 range, which I don't think is bad at all. I think you can also get a little bit lower. I think if you go on Max Aroma, they typically have great prices as well. But this fragrance was absolutely amazing. This is one of my favorites of all the ones that I picked up. Super smooth, sexy, and long lasting. I also picked up Regallen Hazz. This is so nice. So I am probably gonna pass this one on to the wife, but this one has kind of it's almost a gourmand type of vibe. I think it actually is. There's like peach, and it smells very fruity. It's very, very nice. A smooth, fruity fragrance overall. Kind of similar, almost like a creamsicle. And then Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is so beautiful. So this one's also going to the wifey. A very sweet, very sexy fragrance. I actually put it on skin for me, and I enjoyed a lot of how this one smelled. It was very captivating, very enjoyable. But again, this one is Dapper Fragrances. Like I said, I love shopping at Dapper. I think they do such an amazing job on dupes and also their originals as well. The next house that I want to talk about is going to be from Lattafa. So Lattafa has been making waves upon waves, coming out with fragrances upon fragrances. You can find a lot of these at FragranceBuy.ca for an amazing price. That's where I went to get mine. And the first fragrance that I want to talk about is Mahir. This one is so good. I love this fragrance because it smells like one of my favorites from Parfums de Marly. This one comes out very clean, very sexy, and honestly, pretty much smells exactly like it. It's very, there's like a little bit of mint in there as well. So this one is so nice. I think I got this one for maybe like $19 for 100 ml that lasts like 10 hours. Very strong projecting, doesn't smell off-putting, super amazing. The next one I got is Asad. Asad is a banger. So I think this one, if I'm not mistaken, this one smells a lot like what is that fragrance? Like Dior Sauvage Intense, or is it Intense? Elixir. So Dior Sauvage Elixir. If you don't have Dior Sauvage Elixir, this one will suffice. You should definitely check this one out. This one has grown on me a lot. So I like also the way the packaging is for them. I don't have the packaging anymore. It's just way too much room to kind of like take up. But the next one is Ajayeb, I think is the way that you pronounce it. But this one also is just, these are some bangers. Like, if you haven't smelled any of their fragrances, it's a must. You should definitely pick these up. I think I got the other one, Asad, I think I got for $20 or $25. This one has a bit of a coffee vibe. This one is just really nice. Coffee, nutty, sweet, very sexy, soft as well. I am so into this fragrance. This one is just beautiful. This one was like, I think, like I said, somewhere around like $20-25. Just can't beat these at all. And then of course, like the main fragrance that everybody talks about, which is Khamrah. Khamrah is so dope. Super sweet. Has that apple spice vibe to it. Very, very nice. Ended up getting the other one as well, the Qahwa Khamrah, which is the coffee version of it. I think that there is a little bit of a difference. I'll be honest, I think this one is a little bit sweeter than the original. Something about that coffee note adding to it throws a little bit of a sweetness to my nose. Overall, none of them are a bad pick at all. Super duper nice. And then finally, I got Bade'e Al Oud, Amethyst, or what is this? Yeah, Amethyst. Hope I said that right. Don't beat me up in the comments. But this one is Side Effect from Initio. This one is super duper dope. I got this one for $17 also. I think I ended up spending I spent under $150 for 6 fragrances. Super duper dope. So finally, the last fragrances that I want to talk about, which I couldn't find any of these fragrances at all, or I couldn't find any reviews at all that were in English, but these are all from BHARARA. So BHARARA has a Viking version of their fragrances, and I have some of the packaging. So the packaging looks like this, and they all look like this, and the fragrance sits inside, has a little card, and it has a decanter as well. But the first fragrance that I want to talk about is Rio. So Rio comes like this, and I think I loved it because I saw the spinner and it reminded me of my childhood, you know, when we used to have the Dada shoes, and everybody wanted the Dada shoes, or everybody had spinners on their hubcaps, even the cheap ones. But this fragrance, and the top is like super stiff, so it stays in there. But this fragrance is so nice. Honestly, all of their fragrances are really nice. This one is a clone of, so let me smell it a little bit longer. Sometimes it takes a bit, but this one has a bit of like Bond number 9. I want to say it's a white bottle. It's a Bond number 9 that has a bit of like the BR 540 vibe, but it's a mixture of something. It has something else that's in there. This one is super sexy. The sprayer is also a pressurized sprayer, but it's so nice. It takes away, so you know how Bac Rouge has like kind of that funky type of vibe in there. It's like this, the cotton candy smells good, but there's like a weird vibe to it. It takes that out, and it adds something different to it. So I kind of get like which this sounds really weird, but it's almost like sweet wet cardboard. I know that sounds weird, that sounds very off-putting, but it's not. When you smell this one, it's super nice on skin and in the air. So I've worn this one, already got a compliment or two from work, from women at work. So this was nice. They asked me what was I wearing, and I've had people turn their heads constantly with this one. But this one is Rio. The next one is going to be, and I have to move these because I don't want them to fall, but the next one is going to be Beirut. So again, they all look the same inside. I don't have to show you the inside, and they all are spinners as well. But Beirut being a blue bottle, I believe this one is their blue fragrance. I'm trying to remember. Yes, so this one is their blue fragrance. This one is it's very much so blue. It's sweet. It has like a very clean, gentlemanly vibe, very pepperminty. So in that Mont Blanc type of range. So I would almost say that it's like a mixture of like Mont Blanc. It's kind of a mixture of all of the blue fragrances that you've ever smelled, but naturally a very, very good clean fragrance. And I purchased all of these from Max Aroma. I think they were having like a deal on these. I think I got all of these for like, I think they were like $70 each, something like that, or somewhere around like $60, $70. I got them for, which is really nice, I think, because I've seen them a lot higher, which was the reason why I didn't want to get them from anywhere else. But the next one is going to be Cairo. So Cairo is in a black box, and this one, let's see what this one smells like. So Cairo has a bit of This one doesn't have a pressurized sprayer, but this one is beautiful. It almost smells like, it's almost like hard candy that's mixed with, I'm trying to think of what this smells like, but it has like a bit of an airiness to it. It's sweet. It almost has like hard candy that's mixed with kind of like a juice of some sort, but it's smooth. It's very nice. I think this was like the first one that I purchased, and it kind of made me go back to the whale. But this one is so good. So good. Like I said, has like a bit of like a, it's like a sweet vibe. It's very sexy on. Doesn't smell off-putting by no means. I think this one is very crowd pleasing as well, but very smooth also. So again, when I say sweet, it's not like this one. It's not like like I said, the Baccarat cardboard. This one is more, it's more of a, it doesn't have the Baccarat vibe, but it's very, very sweet. But again, super sweet, very nice fragrance, not overly sweet. Definitely something to check out. But this one, again, like I said before, this one is Cairo. We have 2 more left. So the second to last one is going to be Kashmir. Kashmir, if I'm not mistaken, this one is the dupe for, this one is the Le Labo dupe. So this one is Santal 33. Yep. This one is in that Santal 33 vibe. So it's very woody, super woody, heavily woody fragrance. Very smooth, very seductive. This one is definitely one of my favorites. I do have Santal 33, and I think this one smells pretty dang close. So again, this one is Kashmir. And our final one, this was probably my second pickup. This one is called Dubai. So Dubai was just one of those captivating ones that I was like, I need this fragrance when I sprayed it. So this one gives me all the vibes. I swear, I love this. So I go crazy sometimes over these. This one is a pressurized sprayer too. But this one is the dupe of Tigar. But I think with it being a dupe of Tigar, it has a little bit of Limouset from Louis Vuitton in it. So imagine Louis Vuitton's Limouset with Tigar mixed. That's what you get from this fragrance. This one is such a vibe. Everybody's like duping Tigar, it seems like lately. I went someplace and found a lot of different dupes of Tigar, but ultimately I love that type of fragrance. So Tigar is a citrus bomb. Again, if you're getting something that's kind of on that citrus range, you want it to last a long period of time. This one lasts me like 8 to 10 hours easily. And it being cheaper than Tigar is, which is around the $300 range. It's like $337, but you can usually find it on like the gray market for around like $200. But this bad boy, it's like $60, something like that. Absolutely amazing. Again, I found these at Max Aroma. They had them on sale at the time. You can try to check them out when you see this video, but let me know what your favorite clone houses are and what some of your favorite clones are. But again, thank you so much for checking out my video. I truly do appreciate it. I have some more content for you, but have a blessed day and take care.